Hello there, Eagles fans. Welcome back to Philly Eagles Therapy. I'm
And
Basil,
I'm Baz.
and we are recording. You know when we're recording. We're recording Sunday, September 28th, 2025. About an hour. Oh, gosh, it's been about 2.5 hours since the Eagles left Tampa Bay with a victory. Dad, tough game, but a big win. You're 4-0. I got to say, it's not one of my favorite games we've ever played.
Yeah, it's we got rid of the Tampa Bay. We got them off the list. We're good. Hopefully, we're not playing them up there again for another 4 years or something because it's just the NFL is going against us on that scheduling thing. But that's okay. We won the game. Great first half.
Yeah, well, let's always get into it. Get into it, of course. As always, give a shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles fan club of Colorado Springs, meeting at Rhinos. Only 34 people there today, so not a huge turnout, but we couldn't go either, so we understand
It was
sometimes.
probably a
It's just
national
how it
game
works.
too, so they probably got to watch it at home.
That is true. All right, Dad, let's get into it. Yeah, like you said, first half starts out great. You start out with a blocked punt. After only 3 plays, they go to punt it, and you block the punt, or maybe 4 plays. You block the punt and return it for a touchdown. And
Beautiful.
Cam Latu gets in there, is able to block it, and Sidney Brown picks it. It almost looked like they designed it.
Yeah.
Like Sidney Brown got blocked into the ball, and he's just like, "Oh, there you are."
Yep.
Like it's like the coach was like, "Oh yeah, go there."
Yeah.
Because it was unbelievable, right in his
Beautiful.
hands, and we score. And it's really one of those like, what?
Yeah. I didn't
No
even get my
way.
pop ready yet.
Yeah, right. We weren't even ready. We weren't
Yeah.
even fully sitting down for the
Yeah.
game, or watching, of course. But man, yeah, crazy beginning to the half.
Wonderful.
Then after that, we give the ball back. They got a punt, and we go down and score a touchdown. And you're thinking, oh, okay, 14-0.
And it was a great drive, just
It was.
methodical.
It was.
Methodical.
It was. I think AJ got a target, but he didn't get a catch. But Devontae, Goddard for the touchdown.
Barkley in the
Saquon,
flat.
yes,
Yeah.
it was perfect play calling. I thought overall in the first half they had great play calling, but there was some missteps here and there. But at this point, there was no problems at all.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, unfortunately, with some penalties, they go down. They're able to get a field goal, so it cuts that 14-3. But you're still thinking this defense, man, the bend don't break. It might be the greatest bend don't break defense ever.
Yeah. Well, we do have to talk about those penalties in that first drive. But
Well, I'll have
okay.
those.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the defense, I can't say enough about them. I mean, they were incredible, but somebody's got to coach these guys. It's just silly what's happening.
100%. No, I definitely agree. I think there's a big discipline issue
Man.
going on here. Obviously, it stems back to the Jalen Carter in the first game spitting on Dak and getting ejected.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of these taunting penalties they've been calling.
No.
And we'll talk about that again. But man, some of the other penalties, they're not really bad reffing. It's just, man, what are our guys doing?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the thing. They could be fair across the board. They could be unfair across the board. It doesn't matter. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's the thing? At the end of the game, then you can taunt, but don't do that in the first quarter. It was just a bad look, and it's just continuing. It's got to be addressed.
So second quarter starts with a punt, but they punt as well, and then we go down and score a touchdown with some big chunk plays aided by a 22-yard pass to Goddard, 16-yard pass to Calcaterra, 20-yard pass to Devontae Smith. Another, like you said, the last one, methodical drive.
Yes,
just
perfect.
bink, bink, bink.
And it was nothing. There was no, they're going to run it on first down. Like it was just, you didn't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's getting the ball. It was the way you should do things. They have the team to do this. And, I don't know.
Yeah. And then after that, we score, we get the ball back, and then they 3-and-out again. It's 21-3. We get the ball. We go down. We definitely do struggle a tad bit. 1 second. You lost an earbud. You lost an earbud. It's under your seat on that side over there. You go. Got it. Yep. we're working with some stuff here. We're in the new house. We got to work with different AirPod and everything like that, but we're trying to figure it out.
Definitely.
So we go down, kick a field goal, and this was the first sign of, we're settling for a field goal here. Like, it's one thing for the Bucs to make you have to kick a field goal. That's okay. But it felt like when we were doing that, the backwards pass to Saquon.
Yeah, that's when the play calling just got weird right away.
It felt like they were going, well, let's just get the field goal. And it's like, well, no, that's not this type of game. This is let's put the foot on the neck.
Constantly. Yeah, I mean, what you had first down, and then they tried that backwards pass. At one point, I looked at you and I'm like, what are they just trying to run the clock out? Like it just made no sense at all. And that's when you kind of start getting that what kind of play calling are they creeping in? It just didn't make any sense to me at all. It was ridiculous.
And then the most annoying thing of the game Before the half, the Bucs get the ball back. They drive. Their drive stalls. They attempt a 65-yard field goal, and they make it, Dad.
Yeah, that was also aided by a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a roughing or a quarterback.
Correct. Yes,
I
a
mean,
15-yard
that's just
penalty.
so much in it. I mean,
Jalen Carter roughing the passer.
yeah, and again, he was engaged in a block when it happened.
Yeah.
So he's just got to keep his hands to himself and not even try to grab the quarterback, and he gets pushed by. I mean, that makes no sense.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
It's really hard to understand that roughing the passer penalty at this time. Obviously, we've always said in the past, anytime a guy touches a quarterback's head, it should be a penalty. But I'm seeing it almost every single week now, and it's just getting annoying because it's like it's always on third down.
Yeah.
And when it happens, usually the guy is going like this, and then there's a guy grabbing him.
He's engaged.
And you're like,
yeah,
there's a hold on the same play. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating that it keeps on happening.
Yeah.
It's not just the Eagles game. I know people are going to say, oh, but it's not just the Eagles games.
it's
just
not. We saw it several times today.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
It's just really bad. You go into the half, Dad, even though they made a 65-yard field goal, you're still pretty happy. It's 24-6.
Yeah.
They really haven't gotten anything going except for the field goal drives, and those were aided by penalties.
All of them.
I mean, you're thinking like, okay, figure the stuff out in the second half, come out with the same offense, and we're going to run this clock out in the fourth quarter. It's over.
Yeah, we're going to just move the ball like we've been moving the ball the entire first half.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Complete opposite.
Yeah.
We come out of the half, and Tampa Bay forces us to have 3 straight 3-and-outs. They also score a touchdown with one play, a 77-yard touchdown to Emeka Buka, which was really, really, really bad coverage by Makuba. A little bit of a mess up by Reed Blankenship as well, but I think Makuba was really at the.
And that's where the quarterback is just playing backyard football. He's running around for his life. He runs out of the pocket. He's pointing and where's just don't let anybody behind you. It just makes no sense at all.
Very frustrating. After they score the touchdown, we have to 3-and-out again, and then the defense forces the first turnover of the game, the fumble, which they called it a fumble on the field, and thank God they did.
Yeah,
because I definitely was thinking they're going to overturn it. There was one angle where his shin's kind of down, the balls. Thankfully, not enough inconclusive evidence. You can't overturn it. So thank God they called it out on the field because if not, we wouldn't have had the ball. We score 6 plays later.
Yeah, and it was a really nice touchdown. But, you're right. We got a short field. And, of course, in a short field, you got to score a touchdown. And they did. And that went, 31 now. And you're still thinking you're gonna touch 45 for this game.
Yeah. So you want to touch on that real quick. We get the fumble. We go down. We score a touchdown. And the touchdown is a lineup for a fake tush push, I believe. Correct?
Yes, it was.
Yes. And obviously, we've been on this show before. We've shared our thoughts on the tush push, everything like that. And I'm okay with running the tush push once, twice a game. What bothers me is when it becomes a 6-7 timer, and it bothers me with Eagles fans. When you say you don't like the tush push, they go, "Oh, so you don't want to win?"
Right.
And then you're saying, "Okay, well then you are saying that we couldn't win without it, and that's not okay."
Right.
So I love this part of the tush push, and this is where we always say, "Why don't they do this once every 3 games?"
Right.
A wrinkle. Oh, Saquon Barkley. No one's there.
He walked in.
And now all the linebackers on the next time that we run the tush push have to go, well, I can't jump over the center.
Yes.
I got to be careful because this guy could be going over here.
And that's what's called play design. That's how you design it so that you throw the game off. You throw them off your scent. I mean, in this game, it seemed like every 1st and 10 we ran it up the gut for 1 yard. It was just no inventiveness, no imagination. It's just so cookie cutter, and it's got to change.
Following that, the Bucs get the ball back. You're thinking, okay, 31 to 20 at that point, or 31 to 13.
Yeah,
31 to 13. You're thinking, okay, we had a little bit of a lapse.
Right.
We've got it now. No, the Buccaneers have a 72-yard touchdown. Again, this was at the fault of Jihaad Campbell. It seemed like he kind of lost Bucky Irving in coverage.
Right.
And he breaks free for a 72-yard touchdown.
But it was another broken play where the defense was there, and again you have Mayfield get out of the pocket, and then he's pointing down the sideline, and you're like, then you look up and the guy's wide open. He's being chased by a linebacker down the sideline. It was just, I don't know.
And then the fourth quarter gets about as ugly as you can get. We start off with a punt. They go down, kick a field goal, which, again, I said, this defense might be the greatest bend, don't break defense ever. I mean, they are the reason we won the game last week.
Yep.
They're the reason we won the game today, and I can't even say that particularly played well.
Yeah.
It's just that they bend, they don't break. Now, the
Yeah.
big plays, of course, they broke.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But once they got in the red zone, it's just like, nope, we're not letting you
Yeah.
get anything else.
And it was
You
amazing.
get 3, you cannot get 7.
I mean, you could almost see it coming too. Like, you're like, oh, we're going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and we're giving them too much time. Of course, the temperature's 103. Feel like, we're down in Tampa again. Same thing.
Defense is not getting a rest because the offense couldn't.
And I said to you at one point, I said, all it's going to take is one of our guys to get injured, and then they show Lane on the sideline. And I'm like, that's what happens in this type of game. You got to, when you have the opportunity, you got to take it. Right before half, when we're driving, we should have been thinking about getting a touchdown.
I agree. Yeah. So we punt, they kick a field goal. We punt, we get an interception, which was great. Jihaad Campbell in the end zone. That was on a fourth. It was on a 4th down? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but they were only at the 10 or 12 yard line at the time, right? I mean, it's hard.
Checking the numbers.
It's hard to find out how far that interception was, but it was tipped at the line, and it was a beautiful play. But you're skinning your teeth.
It was it was on 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 11.
Okay, the 11 yard line.
Back. We finally get pressure. It felt like it was one of the only times we got pressure. He throws the pick. It's Jihaad Campbell, and you're thinking, okay, now it's just control the game.
Yeah,
and we're going to put it away.
Just a few first downs.
But instead,
get it to midfield.
But instead, it's a 3 and out. It's some of the weirdest. It's a -2 yard run, a 10-yard run, which was great, and then an incompletion on a blitz to AJ Brown, who we're going to get into.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
talk
tough.
about that.
Yeah,
Let's finish the game. We punt. The defense comes up once again. They get a sack on. Baker. It becomes third. It was a 3rd and 23, and then it becomes 4th
10
and 9. And
I think when they changed it to 4th and 10, I thought, but that's okay.
All right. They get back. They throw it. He throws it short of the sticks. They knock down the guy, and the ball goes out of bounds.
But on that play, they also got pressure again.
Yeah, they did.
And you're like, where was this the whole game? And I know we're starting to question that too. So.
And then the Eagles have finally their best, smartest play of the game, taking a safety so that they don't have to give the ball back to the Bucs. So, Dad, let's get into breaking down each section. What do you want to start with? The offense, the defense? You want to go special teams first?
Sure.
Let's go special teams. So this is the segment we call the good, the bad, and the hurts. So we'll go through the special teams first, and then the offense, the defense. But we'll talk about hurts at the end of it all and the AJ of it all. Special teams, great.
Again, well, the first blocked punt was the 3rd kick in a row that they blocked.
Yeah, 2 field goals and a blocked
punt. And it's like they set a trend because yesterday and today block kicks were the norm.
Is this
last week and this week?
Is there's some math we're gonna have to find out?
It's crazy.
It's like blocked field goals are normal.
Yeah,
it happens
We saw it today 2 or 3 times, right?
I don't remember this ever being normal.
There was a bunch yesterday in the college game.
Yeah, and then there was just one we saw upstairs with the Raiders and the Bears.
Yeah,
you're right. It's happening nonstop.
It's crazy.
Isaiah Rodgers had a block today. So let's get into Braden Mann. Braden Mann had some great punts. Unfortunately, the punts were too good. He was out kicking the coverage. He averaged 51 yards per punt. He had a 63 for a long, 7 punts, 2 inside the 20. But unfortunately, they did have some pretty good punt returns.
46-yard return on one.
And my bad for the special teams is the tackling. It seemed like the tackling.
Yeah.
It reminded me of last year's Tampa Bay game.
Right.
When our tackling was terrible. We couldn't get anybody on the ground. That's the reason we had to bring in Cooper DeJean, who had a great game today.
Yes, he did.
We'll talk about that.
Yes, he did.
But the special teams, I thought overall, a great game. We won by 8. They scored a touchdown, and that's an extra point. That's 7. So if we're only up by 1, the Bucs win it because they kick a field goal in the game.
Again, and that was the last thing we needed to have them do. That's why, at least we hung in there and he continued to keep it at 8, which was kind of the theme there. But it just you could never relax in this game at all. And I know that a lot of it's because of Tampa Bay, and I know a lot of it's because of the defensive coach. But our offensive coach, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
It's a problem. Let's get into the offense.
Yeah, it's got to change.
Talk about the good. The first half.
Oh my gosh.
First half was fantastic. Now, unless you're the Colts, beginning of the season, you're not going to score on every drive. Right. You know what I mean? You're going to punt. We get it. So, you don't get mad when you score 24 points in the first half and go, could have scored 42.
Right.
That's 24 points in the first half. It's great. There were some missteps. There was some, not really penalties on the offense, but there was some missteps on the offense here and there, some missed passes, this, that, missed assignment. But overall, in the first half, 24 points. Yeah. I thought the play calling was phenomenal. I thought Jalen looked great. I thought everybody except AJ looked great somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a phenomenal first half by the offense.
I mean, we talked about it too during the game. Is AJ hurt? I don't know, but he can't. Because we watched a couple times. They showed routes, and those guys are not open at all. I mean, I understand it, but you're just looking at it going, there's got to be somebody open. There's got to, and there wasn't. Yeah, I mean, we saw it.
Unbelievable. Pardon me, sorry. The second half. So I'm looking at the statistics right now, real quick. Let me mention these. So Hurts in the first half had 15. Or sorry, I don't know about completions, but he had 130 passing yards. He had 2 passing touchdowns. Goddard had 4 catches for 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's in the whole game. I don't know what the exact stat numbers were. My dad's having problems right there. My dad's having a problem with your ear, brother. Might not fit in his ear.
I got big ears or something.
But yeah, first half, Goddard's got 2 touchdowns. He ends with 2 touchdowns. Hurts has 130 passing yards. Dad's second half, 0 passing yards. Now, technically, he took some sacks. So similar to last week, we ended a half with negative passing yards.
First half last week, second half this week.
I mean, it doesn't seem humanly possible.
It doesn't seem like, I don't know. Somebody's got to Google it. How many games you win with 0 passing yards in the second half?
Sure, I could probably look it up at some point. But
this isn't Army. This is the Eagles.
That's a great point.
No, that
feels like Army sometimes because they just run it, even if it's not working. Saquon finishes with bad numbers, 19 for 43. And I thought early in the game he was doing really good. 19 for 43, 2.3 yards a carry. He had a touchdown. That was the great
beautiful.
The great end around that we talked about. He was active in the passing game, 4 catches for 31 yards. Hurts had a fumble that went out of bounds, so that didn't count. Hurts only sacked twice. You don't want to see him sack at all, but that's going to happen. Twice is not that bad, but it just feels like in the second half, I don't know. I don't understand. It's like last week.
Yeah.
It's like is no one open? Does he forget how to throw the ball? What is happening?
You can't get out of your own way, it seemed like. That's the thing. You're looking at it going, somebody has to be. Where was Goddard? Where was the guys that they hit in the first? But Mensch, he got mentioned a couple times. That's somebody's got to be open.
Where's Dotson?
I don't know.
Where's Mechie? Where's Shipley out of the backfield? We brag about these weapons. Eagles fans, we constantly brag about, we've got the best wide receiver duo. We've got a top 10 tight end. We've got the best offensive line.
Right.
I don't know how we can
the greatest roster in the league.
I don't know how we can continue to say that when we walk out of halves with negative passing yards.
Yeah.
How is that humanly possible?
I mean,
and you walk out of the half with negative passing yards, and it's not like you're running for 400 yards.
Right. Like last year.
We're not running at all.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. People are going to be mad because we won the game, and you and I are not very happy right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not care. I don't care about this game. I'm trying to win another Super Bowl, man. This isn't good enough.
No. Well, if you're going to get that far, you're going to have to pick some things. And it's funny because last week, second half, we thought, they click. We know they got it going now. And then in the first half of this game, you're like, they learned a lot last week, and they got this. They're throwing the ball all over the place. It looked great play design, great. Keeping them off guard. They didn't know what that was happening. Taking care of that blitz, the super blitz, taking care of it. Hit Barkley in the flat on that first play, and you're like, that's what you do in a blitz. And the rest of the game, you're just like, we can't even. I don't know. It's confounding.
It's very confusing. Before we talk about AJ, we'll save him for last. Let's talk about the defense. The good 2 turnovers, and that's the difference in the game.
Right.
One of those turnovers for us turned into a touchdown. The other one saved a touchdown.
Right.
And that's
14 points.
The biggest thing for us this year is, do we have turnovers this year? And have the Eagles turned the ball?
Well, Hurts hasn't thrown a pick. I know that for sure.
An interception. I mean, it's incredible. Has there been fumbles? We've had to have had fumbles, of course, here, but it doesn't even feel. We have 1 lost fumble. Hurts lost a fumble. He has no picks. No lost fumbles from Barkley, Calcaterra. Yeah. Is it 1 turnover?
I think we've won the turnover battle in all the 4 games.
Every game. I mean,
and it seems weird to be complaining when you're 4-0, but we just need to see more. I mean, it just more consistency, if anything.
Yeah. Bond had a great sack. Moro Ojomo had a great sack. Who had the pick? Sorry, Jihaad Campbell had the great pick.
Well, it's great funny because Barnes' sack was where he dove at him, and his foot came up and kicked the ball
They
out of
forced the fumble.
And of course, we didn't get the bounce, which really would have been nice to take that thing. But and I mean, that's one of the things you got to look at. We had a lot of silly calls on us with as far as the taunting goes, which I don't know what to say about that. I mean, we saw one in another game; it was the same thing, and then we saw a couple plays that didn't get called for it. And it's just got to be consistent. I mean, the one with Cooper DeJean just stepping over the guy, like he didn't point at him, he didn't do anything like that. The other penalty on Quignon was rough because he grabbed the mask, and you can't do that. We know that.
Stupid.
Can't do that.
That was stupid.
Shove him and go away.
I'm saving the good. We're in the good, Dad.
We're
Come
in
on.
the good. Okay.
Let me name some names. Cooper DeJean.
He's good.
Cooper DeJean is great. He had a great game. He's a great tackler. He had 9 total tackles. I thought it was one of his best games as a pro. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep that pick.
Yeah,
that would have been nice.
Yeah.
But I still thought he had a great. I thought he had a great game. I thought he was phenomenal flying around the field. Quinyon Mitchell, great player. I had it saved right here.
He played great.
He followed Aduka. He followed him 22 snaps. Played against him. He was targeted 6 times. Only allowed 2 catches for 6 total yards.
Right.
So fantastic game by Quignon. I do have to mention. We'll say in the bad. I have so much bad. It's hilarious.
I know.
Keith Ringo.
He had to make a couple of great plays.
He's the starting quarterback going forward.
Please
let's
do it.
Just don't even mess around with that.
I agree.
Until he's bad, it's his.
Yeah.
I have to say that. I thought he played really well. I didn't think he played fantastic.
Right.
But I thought he played really well.
He did. Well, he had a couple of those tipped the balls out. He had his hand in there a few times. He jumped routes. I mean, I thought he played really, really well. Yeah. And he's used the speed.
The Ojomo sack.
That was
phenomenal. Kind of probably make it the under the nest play of the game.
Yeah.
Kind of forgotten a little bit, but I thought that was really kind of the biggest play of the game.
It's the first real sack. The other one was a sack.
Yeah, it felt weird. It was Zach Bond. Yeah, it was.
And they were on him there, but we just were hoping for just some more. And it seemed like I know Baker he's got wheels and he can do that, and that's a bummer because they had him. But last week Stafford didn't have wheels and we couldn't get to him either. So they got to mix that up somehow too.
So Mayfield only had 2 for 15, and before this game, he was having a great rushing season.
He was running.
Is that correct? Let me see, 32 rushing yards per game.
Right.
And I don't know if that's including this one now. So
right. Okay.
Not too sure if that's playing a part into this, but he had 39, 33, 44 over the last 3 games.
Right.
And only 13 against us. Yeah. So I would say that that's a pretty darn good job.
Yeah, it's a really good job.
Especially the turnarounds ever since the Chiefs game a couple weeks ago.
That hurt us. Yeah.
When Mahomes was scrambling all over.
60 in the first half.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, we knew Baker was going to do that because that's what he does. I mean, we're not unfamiliar with the guy, but I mean, just once or twice you got to get hold of him. And it's funny because some of those sacks that they call the late hits on were just the guy, he just barely threw the ball away and he's getting hit.
Good. We're in the good. I got another good.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. I got another good. Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback.
Definitely.
And they dropped only 25 points on us, and we got a pick.
No, he's very good.
It's not even a debate that he's a top 10 anymore. I really don't think so.
He throws a great ball, too, and he finds guys open, even in the short passes where we got 6 guys back there. Yeah. Finding the holes all the time.
Yeah. So I thought, good job by the defense overall. I thought, again, there was some missteps. That's just how it's going to be. You'd like to see less missteps than there was, but overall, I thought it wasn't too bad. But here's the bad. Pass rush. It's fine. I know we got 2 sacks, but one was on their 3rd drive of the game. One was on the last drive of the game.
That's the last play almost.
They come through. It matters.
It's true.
But sometimes you need to come through when it doesn't matter.
Right.
You need to come through early.
Yeah.
You need to come through often.
Yes.
And that's where I'm saying this defensive line, this pass rush is not doing it.
No.
And, you can't even really use the excuse of, well, Nolan Smith's out. Nolan Smith wasn't doing well before.
No.
Nolan Smith has 0 sacks this season.
Yes,
and that was in 3 games.
Yes.
So, Uche doesn't get it. Uche can't get any sacks.
Nope.
So Darius Smith can't get any sacks. The guys Carter and Davis are not getting any sacks.
Nope.
Ojomo got the one. That's great. Yeah. Happy with it. But I'm just confused about what like we're going to trade for someone. Like I'm thinking we might.
At this point in the season,
I think before the trade deadline, we are going to have to trade for defensive end.
I
mean, it's the only not even defensive end, pass rusher. It's the only unit on our entire team that doesn't have an elite player right now.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
obviously Carter Davis, I think they're elite players,
Yes.
but not getting home yet. But defensive
No.
end wise, it's Darius Smith.
Yeah.
It's even when Nolan Smith comes back, I don't think he's elite yet.
No.
Maybe one day.
I mean, there was a few good plays on the running plays that they flushed out and tackled them, but we need defensive ends got to get to the quarterback.
And I gotta say, I'm getting a little bit tired of the Jalen Hunt experiment already.
Well, he came out injured with that shoulder, I think, at one point.
Yeah, but I'm really thinking this is my proposal to the Eagles coaches who I hope are watching. They always do. Nick texted me last night. No, I'm just kidding. Nakobe Dean's eligible to be coming back soon.
Hope he's ready. But yeah, he was eligible.
I know the big reports from coming out of training camp was Nakobe Dean, his time's probably come to an end. Jihaad Campbell's really good, and he is.
Yeah,
But Jihaad Campbell, I think he might have to be a pass rusher in the next few weeks.
Right.
Because we got to get our best players on the field. And Nakobe had a great season last year. He's a great linebacker. And Campbell, he's a great linebacker too, but we need something that we might need to get something else from him. Because we need an edge rusher.
Yeah, we do.
Because we got nothing right now, man.
Yeah.
It feels like there's plays. It's like they have the Eagles offensive line out there.
Right.
And Jalen Hurts is out there. And I'm going, throw it. And there's Baker back there. And he's just
he did.
Dude. Like,
how even when we blitzed an extra two guys, it just seemed like there was a wall. They just couldn't get past it.
Bad.
It was tough.
I think the pass rush is a real concern going forward.
And then a few times that they did get close to him, he's got somebody out in the flat wide open.
I can't believe we're 4-0.
I know. It's amazing.
I know we're saying negative stuff. We're a really good team. That's clear. It's clear and obvious. There's nothing that points to us being a bad team.
No, but you got to keep it together. You got to put it together all together.
But at some point, the lapses in the offense is going to hurt the defense.
Yeah.
And the lapses in the defense is going to hurt the offense.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you got to play a complete game every week.
No.
And not every game can look like the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. I get that.
Right.
But every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you got to have something like that.
But when you come out of the half after you just scored to go up and then 3 and out that quick, and even like some of the uninspiring plays that they ran, and here's the defense. I mean, luckily for us, they do play well because they were on that field. I don't know, time of possession and stuff like that, but my goodness, that third quarter, they seemed like they were out there 12 out of the 15 minutes. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And you can't keep sending them out,
especially not
it's too hot. Yeah.
Insane. The run defense, it's weird because you would think with a pass defense, like with a pass rush that's not good, we probably have a good run defense. We really don't.
No.
We do not have a very good run defense right now.
It's like when they need to, they can.
It is. The bend don't break.
Yeah, but gosh, come on.
It might be it might be the greatest bend don't break defense NFL history. Because they'll allow you to just run on them and throw on them and and then once they hit the 20-yard line, it's like, nope, okay, now we're good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But Bucky Irving, 15 for 63. Rasheed White only 6 for 17, not great.
Nice.
Baker, he only rushed 2 times for 13 yards. That's 6.5, but that doesn't.
So when you add it up, it really didn't, but it just seemed like they gashed this for especially like on first down, and they would get 8 yards. You can't give him 8. We had him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it feels worse because comparatively on our offense, Saquon is getting tackled for a 2-yard loss, tackled for a 1-yard loss, tackled for a yard, tackled for no gain. Whereas it feels like every running back we play against the other side,
they're getting 2 or 3
positive
yards,
2 yards, 3 yards, even though they're not big chunks.
Yeah.
There's never a 5-yard loss.
Right.
Never happens.
Right.
It just doesn't seem
and
like
it's funny because I know the one time they did pitch out to Barkley and then he slipped. And you're like, God, we need to be able to run outside, but we couldn't even run outside.
I hate pitching. Can't stand
I know.
Hate pitching. I know it has to happen sometimes, but I hate pitching.
You just got to run outside once in a while. It was just way too predictable, especially coming out of the tunnel after the first half. My Lord.
We said the pass rush wasn't great. The run defense wasn't great. The pass defense was great. Now, I'm taking away the pass rush. I'm talking about the corners.
Yeah.
Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Keith Ringo.
Yeah.
Makuba struggled here and there. That's just his rookie. It's going to happen. But I thought the corners all played really well. I do have to say this. Who's our cornerbacks coach? And why are they teaching them to grab their shirts?
Jeez.
Because we did get away with, I think, 2 holding calls.
Yes.
That, were they enough to affect the guy? Maybe not, but it doesn't look great on national TV when you see the cornerback going like this.
Especially when the pass goes over the guy's head. Like, the one down the seam that the guy, he clearly had his shirt. Luckily, he let go, but that shirt stretched out, a foot. You could see it from up in the stands. It was bad.
Next thing, I don't know if it's that Tom Brady hates us because we beat him in the Super Bowl, or Fox doesn't like us. I don't know, something like that. It seems like, there's a missed penalty in every play in NFL.
Yes.
That's just unfortunate. You're probably shouting at your TV going, "Oh, Carter's being held. That is being held." Or we get away with a hold and the other team's going, "He's being held." It happens all the time, but it's a little annoying that we've noticed, since the Tush Push thing. It seems like with Tom Brady in the booth, there's always Eagles got away with one there.
Got away with one there.
And I'm like, Josh Uche just got face masked and it didn't get called. Like, if you're going to do it, do both sides. I'm not trying to complain. Come on.
Again, I think with the refereeing at times, I'm just like, they're calling this, they're calling that. I'm like, well, what about and then they throw the flag on I think it was a punt return. They had a nice return, a kick return. No, they had a good kick return. And there's a flag, and we're like, okay, it's got to be on them because there's never any flag. Oh, no penalty.
Then why did the flag get thrown?
What did it shoot out of your pocket? Like,
I know.
They're the ones that drive me the most.
I know. Waved off flags are the most confusing things
because it seems like it's 20-0 in that particular spot for us.
Yeah. I was going to throw in the biggest thing about the refs. We talked about the roughing the passer, the taunting penalty.
Oh,
the Cooper DeJean one.
You still can't do it.
It's just absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that the Jalen Carter one last week when he's yelling at the Rams, and okay, maybe the Puka Nacua one last week was terrible. The Nolan Smith one week one was terrible.
That was bad.
I can't believe they're calling this. Like, I know they're trying to make it, trying to make the sportsmanship better. I get that, but there's supposed to be some intimidation in football.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not saying you should stand over the guy and you can spit on him. No, but when you get up and you get a first down, you should be able to go, ball, first down, drop the ball. Like, I hate when
the Gene one, they showed it in slow motion, and he did that. He stepped over the guy. Well, what's he supposed to do? Fly? I mean, I know what's got to happen. And if I was the coach for the Eagles, I'd say, you make a good damn play, you just run back the other way.
Well,
right away.
Yeah.
Celebrate with your teammates.
Yeah.
5 feet away from the guy on the ground.
We've talked about Zach Bond. Zach Bond is the best player in the world at that. Yeah. Zach Bond will make the greatest play, and he will not talk to the opposing team at all. Yes. He either runs off the field or he runs to the end zone if it's a pick with his teammates. Yes. He doesn't talk to any players on the other team. That's the example.
Even later in the game, Carter was doing a couple of jawing. Like, you can't do that. You got a rep now. They're going to call it on you. If you're up 40-0, do what you want. But when it's a game like this that we knew was going to be a tough game, even though they jumped ahead. But, we jumped ahead. It's never over till there's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter and you're up by 20.
Yeah. Dad, do you have a player of the game?
I would say, and even though he got burned, I'd say Jihaad Campbell. That interception was huge.
Yeah, it was.
Ojomo had that big one play and a couple other plays, I'm sure. But Campbell made some good tackles. I mean, there were some good on the guys that made the tackle. Ringo missed the one, but there was, a guy on the flat and they put him down. You're like, oh, thank you. Yeah, it took Irvin out a few times. So, yeah.
I'm going to give it to Cooper DeJean. He's my player of the game. I thought he played phenomenal. He didn't get the pick, unfortunately, and then he also had the taunting penalty. But I thought, aside from that, he was surefire tackling.
Funny thing on the pick, they never really showed us a good slow-mo of it.
They showed it once. They showed it once. They didn't show any other angles.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, can we get a little deeper look on this? It was weird because there was a penalty on the play. Right. So it was a pick at first, but then it was okay, it's incomplete because there was a penalty on it now, and like, just weird. But
but he played great.
I thought Cooper DeJean was fantastic.
He made a couple of great washout tackles out in the flat, which was perfect. And I think some of the other guys are learning from him to do that.
Absolutely.
Makuba last week. Yeah, last week.
The Chiefs game was his big game.
The one 2 weeks ago, and then there was Ringo had that one play where he didn't make the play, but he spun the guy around and he
pushed him backwards.
2-3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Two guys
and everybody got him. So I guess that's an assist. We would love to see him wash the guy out, but that was pretty exciting too. So
play of the game, I'm putting the block punt. Right? I mean, is there any other play? I get a pick.
Yeah.
You could argue the pick.
Yeah.
You could argue the sack.
Yeah.
I gotta say the punt block just because 3 straight drives.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Over 2 games,
Yeah.
3 straight drives where we blocked a kick,
It's crazy.
and 2 of them we returned for touchdowns.
Special teams coach get a little bonus.
Dude, it's funny because I did put for the bads. I thought the tackling on the special teams wasn't great.
Yeah,
Some
there
punt
was that
return.
1 or 2. Yeah.
But other than that, man, the special teams guy is killing it right now. Really killing it.
Even the defense had a few times tackle them, you got them, grab something, even in the backfield.
Yeah.
It was tough.
All right, Dad, let's push on before we can get out of here to watch the Cowboys lose to the Packers. Would be fantastic. Bottom line, we're 4-0. We're 4-0. We've played 4 teams. The Cowboys, you could argue good or bad, but
Right.
it was a week 1 game
Right.
with a weather delay. It's a division rival. Week 2 was a team that's gone to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row.
Right.
Week 3 was a playoff team that almost beat us last year. Week 4 was a team that killed us last year and has owned us for years. We're 4-0. We're against 3 semi-4 good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it hasn't always looked pretty. Things need to be fixed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But you walk out of here going, man, we are 4-0,
And
we can only get better.
It was kind of a murderer's row that first 4 games, I mean, just the way it worked out. Of course, playing Tampa Bay in the 4th week, on the road again for the 8th year in a row. I mean, it just drives me nuts. Hopefully that buried and put to bed. We'll see, but at least get him in our house. But
2 injuries that we talked about: Tyler Steen, Lane Johnson. Jihaad Campbell left the game early. I think everything was okay there, but Lane Johnson had the same neck injury.
Yeah.
Tyler Steen, he had a knee injury that looked bad for a bit, but he came back. So you're happy with that?
And he's playing well.
I thought so
he's
too.
playing really well. And then Pryor came in for him for a few plays, and I really didn't see any.
Nothing really.
I mean, they're still blitzing the 8 guys like they always do. So I just wish we could draw some plays to burn it like we did on the first play of the game, a little pass to Barkley. So why aren't we doing that some more? Guy coming back behind there.
Yeah. Before man, we got Broncos next week. We'll try to record another episode between this and the preview,
right?
Just to kind of talk a little bit about more of the games, some other games in the NFL. It feels better to you record right after the game, and emotions are high. You're kind of upset about things, happy about others. It's good to be removed from it for a few days and talk about it again. So we like to have a follow-up podcast that we're going to try to do going forward. But so we'll try to maybe record that Tuesday.
Pick up some new subscribers too. So you're saying so. Keep it going.
Share. And you said we played a murderer's row first 4 weeks. Broncos were a playoff team last year.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, got beat in the playoffs pretty bad. Yeah. They're not too great this year, 1-2 starting out, but things happen. And
tomorrow night.
Yep.
So we're short week for them.
Yep, short week for them. That's right. Yep.
So that's good, I guess.
That's right. All right, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. If you like Philly Eagles Therapy, do us a favor, rate and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, how ecstatic you are, how upset you are. 4-0, baby. That's all that matters right now. You can email us your questions at phillyeaglestherapy@gmail.com. But other than that, from all of us here at Philly Eagles Therapy, I'm Basil.
And I'm Baz.
Go Birds.
Fly, Eagles, fly.